Sometimes the most terrifying thing is not what's inside the forest, but what's watching you from the dark. The story begins with a chilling opening. In a dense, isolated forest in Ireland, a man frantically runs for his life. He's disoriented, gasping, branches tearing his clothes. Suddenly, he hears something behind him. Footsteps, whispers, a presence. Before he can escape, something drags him into the shadows. The screen cuts to black. Now we meet our protagonist, Mina, an American woman living in Galway, Ireland. She works at a pet shop, surrounded by colorful parrots, but inside she feels empty and detached from life. One day, her boss asks her to deliver a rare parrot to a zoo across the country. She reluctantly agrees and sets off in her old car. The drive takes her deep into the Irish countryside, but as the daylight fades, her GPS suddenly malfunctions. It sends her down an unmarked road, leading her straight into the heart of an ominous forest. The deeper she goes, the more unsettling it becomes. Her car suddenly breaks down in the middle of nowhere. With no signal and no one around, Mina takes the parrot cage and begins walking through the woods, hoping to find help. But night begins to fall. She starts hearing strange noises, rustling, whispers, something following her. Shadows move just out of sight. She realizes she's not alone. Panic sets in as she stumbles upon an odd bunker-like structure. A concrete shelter with a massive one-way glass wall. Inside are three strangers. Madeline, an older woman who seems to be in charge. Daniel, a bitter and frustrated man. And Ciara, a young woman with a softer demeanor. They quickly pull Mina inside before the sun fully sets.
You have 5 seconds before the door is sealed.
As soon as night falls, the truth is revealed. Outside the glass wall, mysterious figures begin to appear. Dark, distorted shapes gather silently, their pale eyes fixed on the humans inside. These are the Watchers.
We call them the Watchers.
They can't enter the bunker, but every night, without fail, they come to stare.
The Watchers cannot come in. They just want to look at you.
It's a window on the other side. They come every night just after sunset.
And so begins Mina's nightmare. Mina quickly realizes she's trapped in a strange new reality. The structure she has entered is called the Coop. It's a concrete bunker with a giant one-way mirror wall. From inside, they can see nothing but their own reflections. From outside, the Watchers see everything. Every night, the Watchers arrive. Silent, twisted figures with pale, human-like forms. They press close to the glass, their eyes locked on the humans. They don't speak. They don't break the glass. They only observe. Madeline, the older woman, explains the terrifying rules to Mina. Never leave the Coop after dark. The Watchers only hunt at night. Stay visible. The creatures want to watch them. If they hide, the Watchers grow angry. Don't touch the glass. Provoking them is dangerous. Survive until dawn. During the day, they are allowed to leave and search the forest, but they must always return before sundown. The forest is massive, with no clear exit, and compasses spin wildly, making escape nearly impossible. Mina thinks these strangers might be paranoid, but on her first night, when she sees the Watchers herself, she finally believes. Dozens of shadowy figures gather at the glass, their bodies distorted and pale. They never blink. They simply stand there, staring, as if humans are their entertainment. Mina learns more about her companions. Days blur into nights. They hunt for food during daylight, survive the endless staring each evening, and fight growing paranoia. The forest feels alive, like it bends reality itself. One day, Ciara takes Mina deeper into the woods and shows her a cave. These are their homes, Ciara explains. By day, the Watchers sleep in these holes. At night, they come out. She also reveals her heartbreak. Her husband disappeared months ago while searching for a way out. Mina realizes he was the very man dragged away in the opening scene. Mina, restless and suspicious, begins questioning everything. She suspects Madeline might be hiding the truth. One night, Mina dares to turn her back on the mirror, testing if the Watchers are real. Immediately, pounding shakes the glass. Cracks begin to form. Furious, Madeline forces her to face forward again, until the sounds subside. Later, Mina convinces Daniel to explore a nearby hole with her. Tying a rope around her waist, she descends. Inside, she discovers piles of belongings from previous victims. Wallets, clothes, even a camera. Before leaving, she glimpses pale fingers reaching toward her in the dark. Terrified, she scrambles out. Together, she and Daniel secretly set up the camera as a surveillance device outside the safe house, hoping to finally see the Watchers. That night, something knocks on the door. Through the camera, they see a man's leg. Even more shocking, he speaks with Ciara's husband's voice. Overjoyed, Ciara rushes to open the door, but Madeline blocks her. That's not him, it's one of them. Ciara tests it, asking a question only her husband could answer. The figure remains silent. Exposed, the Watcher smashes their camera in anger. The group barely survives that night, but their defiance enrages the Watchers. Madeline warns them, "You broke the rules," and the Watchers don't forgive. The next day, Mina and Daniel return to the pit where she once fell. This time, instead of going down, they carefully haul up the strange items left inside. Old clothes, journals, broken cameras. They bring everything back into the cabin, hoping to piece together, but the Watchers' anger does not fade. When night falls again, the creatures surround the cabin, clapping, wailing, almost mocking them for breaking the rules. The air feels heavier than ever, as if punishment is only moments away. In the chaos, Daniel notices something unusual, a faint vibration under the floorboards. He taps against the wood and hears a hollow echo. Heart racing, he pries it open and uncovers a hidden hatch. Together, they lift it to reveal a secret bunker below. Inside, they find a shocking contrast to the primitive forest outside. Shelves of food, clean water, working electricity, and even a computer system humming quietly in the corner. On the computer, they find research logs of Professor Kilmartin. His files reveal the horrifying truth. The Watchers are not demons, but fairies. Long ago, they lived alongside humans until betrayal forced them into the forest. Trapped underground, they lost their wings and powers, becoming twisted versions of themselves. Kilmartin admits he used people as bait, luring them into the forest to study the Watchers' behavior from the safety of the bunker. He also records that one fairy was different. She could appear during the day, learn human habits, and even mimic human forms. In his final message, the professor leads a way out. Follow the birds at dusk. They will lead you to freedom. But if you make it out, destroy my research. Some secrets must remain buried. With new hope, Weeda frees her parrot. As it flies, the group follows its path through the forest. Along the way, they discover an old grave, proof of the time when fairies and humans once coexisted. They finally reach a river, the border the Watchers cannot cross. On the shore, they discover a badly injured man, John, Daniel's old companion. But as Daniel approaches, John transforms into a fairy. The creature slaughters him, leaving Mina and the others helpless. The survivors rush into Kilmartin's boat and cross the river just as night falls. Behind them, the Watchers shriek in rage, unable to follow. For the first time, Mina sees the city skyline beyond the trees. Back in the city, Nina tracks down Kilmartin's university. She finds his archives and prepares to destroy his research as instructed, but the documents reveal one last disturbing truth. Kilmartin's wife, Madeline, died of cancer years ago, yet Mina had been with a woman named Madeline in the forest. How is that possible? The files show the professor once convinced a fairy to mimic his dead wife's appearance. That fairy is the same Madeline Mina has been with all along. Confronted, Madeline finally admits it. She was cast out by the other fairies for being different. Unlike them, she could walk in daylight. Mina realizes why. Madeline isn't fully fairy. She's a hybrid, half human, half fairy. Madeline grows emotional, confessing how she never belonged to either world. Mina reassures her, "You're not cursed, you're special." In that moment, Madeline's wings return, her magic restored. She flees into the sky, leaving Mina behind. Weeks later, Mina reunites with her sister, hoping for peace. But in the shadows beneath her home, someone watches. It's Madeline, still alive, still near, living in disguise among humans. Whether she's protector or threat remains a mystery. And with that, the haunting story of the Watchers comes to a close. So, what do you think? Were the Watchers truly monsters, or victims of betrayal, twisted by centuries of isolation? And was Madeline's escape a blessing, or a new danger waiting to unfold? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing videos, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.